If you're new here, please subscribe. Follow us on our YouTube channel, the MMA Superfan. What's up, my fellow MMA Superfans? My name is Nisi Kashan, and today we are joined by a man who needs no introduction in Philippine MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome the Thunder Kid, Lito Adiwang. Tolits, magandang araw and welcome again dito sa MMA Superfan.
Thank you again at eto, kausap ulit tayo.
Ayan. Tito, ito si Lito. Hindi ko naman hindi ayoko lang pag-usapan kasi it's a hot topic pag sinasabing retirement Pero ito si Lito sa mga hindi nakakaalam. Pag ito nag-retire, posible baka maging analyst to. Kasi ito yung go-to kung gusto nyo ng fresh perspective o sabihin natin a perspective galing sa isang fighter na who could really break down a specific matchup. Si Lito ang isa sa mga masarap kausap. Talagang bibigyan kanya talaga ng objective opinion Saka bibigyan kanya ng pros and cons Kaya siya ang naimbitahan natin for this episode to break down the upcoming card ng One Championship na gaganapin at the iconic Lumpini Boxing Stadium on November 9. And of course, ang card na ito ay ang 1169 na talagang inaabangan. Dito, ngayon pag-uusapan natin tong fight card na ito, bibilangin ko lang 1, 2, 3, 4. Pasensya na po sa mga nanonood. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 fights sa card na to. Supposed to be dapat 12 pa nga to dahil originally kasama itong Christian Lee versus I forgot the
Mm.
name of his opponent, yung nanalo against the former champion rival niya. Supposed to be dapat kasama siya sa card na to. Minove ng December 6 is going to make headline the last event na prime time. Nagaganapin din in Bangkok, Thailand. So, Lito, of course, ang i-breakdown natin dito is the key fights. Nandito yung
Mm.
Anatoly Malikin versus Rugrug for the heavyweight title, heavyweight MMA world title. Yung Rodtang Jitmonong versus Jacob Smith. Jacob Smith, this is actually a rematch. Yung unang laban nila was part of a Grand Prix. Ngayon the flyweight Muay Thai world title will be on the line. And then Jackie Buntanya versus Anissa Mexen. Yun yan, nabanggit natin kanina. Danny Kingad versus Adriano Moraes. At of course, yung Pedro Tolo, second MMA fight laban kay Ahmed Mujtaba. Dito,
Mm.
of course, syempre ang aabangan nila dito yung opinion mo regarding kay Danny. Pero para manood sila, ihuhuli natin si Danny. Gawin natin main event si Danny.
Ah,
Pag-usapan muna natin tong unang laban ng key fight. Isa sa mga key fight. Of course, syempre nandiyan din sila Sam Agayang Adaw, Bushesha. Pero ito yung isa sa mga intriguing fights. On the card, Pedro Tolo, second MMA fight against Ahmed Mujtaba, who's a former featherweight na umakit na ng lightweight. If I'm not mistaken, made his lightweight debut against Sage Northcutt last year in Denver. I was there
mm.
in attendance. Dito, what's your impression ngayon dito sa pag-transition ni Pedro Tolo as a mixed martial artist? Are you impressed so far do sa mga pinapakita niya as a mixed martial artist?
Yes, for me, I'm very impressed na yun nga. I think naiintindihan ko siya eh. Kasi
Mm-mm.
kung titignan natin ang BJJ journey niya, talagang bata pa lang yun, champion na siya sa category niya. And then I think yung pinaka peak is getting the belt in one.
Uh,
And then nagkasunod na na-invite siya sa sa CGI
yeah.
and he won.
Uh,
And I
uh,
think yung prize money niya and the level of competition doon is I think parang yun na yung elite to the elite eh.
uh,
So ang next level na lang is
uh,
yun, move up, switch to MMA.
uh,
And medyo sangayon ako doon sa move niya eh. To test,
Um,
i test pa niya and explore kung
mm, mm,
explore nyo itong MMA game. Yun nga lang,
mm,
ano lang, yung nakita ko lang sa kanya nung debut niya is, I think, he want to prove na, okay, nag-switch ako ng MMA and
yeah.
eto, I can strike.
So
So,
parang may
on that
gigil,
fight,
ganun ba?
nanggigil to prove that he can fight in MMA na
Oo.
medyo nakalimutan na he's a BJJ World
Oo.
Champion
Oo.
na no need to take the risk. Dito
Oo.
naman talaga kung saan ka in MMA, kung saan ka talaga yun, sure na mananalo. I think diretso ka na doon. And I think he's just lucky na medyo yung nakalaban niya is hindi ganun ka-sharp sa striking.
Yan.
So,
So,
and,
you're
mm,
expecting na a more matured version of, or sabihin natin, dahil ng gigil, a patient, may konting element of patience on the part of Kate Rotolo heading into this matchup.
mm, ah yun ang kailangan. But
Mm.
it's up to him and it's kung ano man game plan niya dito. Pero nakita ko kasi yun lang, nung una is andun yung excitement. Okay, he showed his heart to that he can fight in MMA. So, my suggestion John, in this second fight is, okay, you showed your heart. Next, use your show your brain. Move ka na doon sa ano
Oh,
yun yung ano mo eh, yung bread and butter mo na
mm,
submission lang
yeah.
talaga. So
Oh,
and nasabi ko yan kasi si Mujtaba is
mm,
hindi naman basta-basta.
oh,
Nakita natin he can strike, he can
mm,
submit also.
mm,
Uh, and against kay Sage, nakita
yeah,
natin yung before siya na
yeah,
footlock, medyo sharp yung mga
yeah,
tama
yeah,
niya.
uh,
So, yun lang yung delikado na
um, uh,
iwasan. Dapat wag nang makipag
uh,
test ng
sugalin,
uh, so
uh,
just go straight. I think
uh,
Cade can easily submit kung pupunta
uh,
diretso siya doon sa
uh.
area na yan.
So Lito, ito nga, it's an ongoing trend sa One Championship, yung MMA champion lumilipat sa ibang sport. Di ko alam kung napipilitan o maganda lang talaga yung offer. Ano ano na siya eh. It's hindi na siya hindi na siya a special occasion, or sabihin it's not an isolated case. It happens often sa mundo ng One Championship. And ito nga, si Kate Rotolo, who's the lightweight submission grappling champion,
Mhm.
naglalaro ngayon sa MMA. I really understand. I get your point na si Kate, natural progression Parang ika nga mo nga is he already proven himself in the sport of BJJ. Ngayon, parang kung gusto niyang mapatunayan yung sarili niya into mixed martial arts, then so be it. Welcome na welcome siya. Pero ba tingin mo it holds back yung prestige and yung division ng specific na champion? Kasi nakita mo naman yung bantamweight MMA, hindi tumatakbo kasi after natalo
Ah,
ni Fabricio Andrade kay Jonathan Haggerty last year, wala na tayo nakitang sinong umusad for that bantamweight
ah,
MMA contender. Kahit mismo yung number one contender in that division, nasa Muay Thai na rin. So what's your opinion on that? Are you a fan
ah,
of it, or do you think these athletes should stick, and kung siguro kung may delikadesa sila, siguro it's time for them to at least relinquish the title if they want to venture into a
mm,
new sport.
mm. I think ako nasa side na I can understand depending on the situation.
Mm.
Kasi yun nga, example natin, champion siya sa BJJ. And by rankings doon na napapalo,
Mm.
kawawa naman yung 1 to 5 na
Mm. Yeah.
pinag na biglang walang pinaglalabanan kasi yung champion is lumalaban na ng MMA.
Yeah.
So, ayun, I feel bad for them na ano na. So, doon lang ako hindi fan na
Mm.
dapat if you're a champion and you really want to move,
Mm.
isa lang ang ano, uh, I think the best move is, okay, try to defend kung sino ang number one. Once na wala talaga, then I think it's iiwan mo na. Okay,
Ah,
pass the torch to the
ah,
next and then move.
mm,
Para at least yan, may motivation din yung iniwan mong ano,
mm,
para may paglalabanan din silang
mm,
motivation nila na, okay, I want to be a champion. I'll get that belt. Parang ganun.
mm, mm,
Na hindi mako-hold kung bigla kang aalis and then ano nang nangyari sa division.
mm, mm.
So,
Oo nga
yun
eh.
medyo, yun lang.
Maraming held back na divisions ngayon sa One Championship, lightweight MMA, yung kickboxing ngayon ng bantamweight, hindi rin nila alam ang gagawin because flyweight yung champion ngayon ng bantamweight kickboxing. Ay, sorry,
Mm.
bantamweight Muay Thai. Ko na alam. I'm so confused. Ang dami nangyayari. Naglilipatan na. Pero moving on, mapag-usapan natin, speaking of kickboxing, ito nga laban ni Jackie Buntan versus Anissa Mexen for the inaugural
Mm.
Strawweight Kickboxing World Championship. Tolits, let's ask the obvious. Deserve ba ni Jackie Buntan to... of course, syempre, given na Filipina, na lumaki sa Amerika, given, do you think she deserves it? Kasi if my memory serves me correctly, medyo nahirapan si Jackie tumimbang in her last three fights. She didn't get the title against si Mila Sondel
Mm.
the first time around. Nagang upset yung nangyari. Then parang sabi, let's try the second time ng One Championship against Jackie Buntan. Now, nagkaroon ng inaugural Strawweight Championship. Do you think she deserves it despite her mishap on the weighing scale?
Para honestly talaga medyo I think hindi. Pero nandun na. So
Uh,
I think one key talaga is kung
mm,
bakit is,
mm,
for me in my honest opinion and the way I
mm,
see it is because of her followers.
mm,
Nang dami
mm,
ng ano
mm,
followers, so dun medyo na push na, okay,
mm.
let's make this fight.
Yeah. Uh,
So pero magkakaiba na kung tatanungin mo
yeah.
ako about sa laban na.
Uh,
Na
yeah. Lito, yun nga, speaking of laban, kayo mixed martial artist kayo eh. So, you have a lot of weapons in your arsenal at your disposal na pwede nyong gamitin in the fight. Ganon din kung tutuusin by context sa Muay Thai Eight limbs But this time around, medyo limiting kay Jackie Buntan. Tapos, she's fighting perhaps one of the best kickboxers, female kickboxers on the planet. Ikaw ba worried doon? Worried dito sa matchup for Jackie Buntan?
medyo worried ako. Looking for for
Uh,
this fight.
uh,
Honestly, medyo tingin ko is dihado si Jackie
mm,
Buntan. Although, ayun nga, as a Filipino, as a kababayan
uh,
natin yan, 100% yung support ko.
uh,
Pero if you'll ask me honestly,
uh,
medyo tagilid siya dito sa laban na to. And especially, this fight is not a Muay Thai fight. This fight is a kickboxing fight. And alam natin na more on, I think Jackie's style is more on Muay Thai,
mm.
yung style niya.
So talaga yung the odds are against Jackie Buntan, tama ba?
Tama, tama.
Now, Lito, paano mo nakikita yung matchup na to? Of course, syempre, you're rooting for Jackie dahil nga Pilipina.
Mm.
Pero, objectively, how do you see things play out in this matchup against one of a, one of a kind striker like Anissa Mexen? Na alam mo yun na she was this close to winning the title against with Gija. Alam mo yun? Pero di siya
Mm.
pinalad in that matchup. Tapos ito pa nga, si Anissa Mexen, may laban siya this November, pero already booked na siya for December. against against a Japanese superstar in Kana. Ikaw, how do you see this play out?
Ah, I think yeah, nakita naman siguro na medyo if everything turns well kay Anisa
Mm,
and yung ads talaga na
mm,
mukhang mananalo siya talaga
yeah,
dito sa
mm,
laban na to.
mm.
So they're very confident to book her again.
Uh, so it's a
And
sign na yan sa'yo. Para sign na yan sa'yo na parang tama yung hinala ko.
oo, Ah, and parang for me kahit hindi to pagka-bias na ano
Uh,
ayun nga nasabi ko I'm 100% rooting to Jackie Buntan.
yeah.
Pero watching their fight talaga is iba na
Mm,
medyo kung Muay Thai siguro, okay, medyo excited pa ako. Pero iba nasa kickboxing tayo, nasa world tayo ni Anissa
uh,
Mixen. Iba
mm,
yung pace niya sa pace ni
mm,
Jackie.
mm,
Which is more, faster. And yung pace niya ng kickboxing style is
yeah.
medyo mas ahead. Para
Mm,
yun yung tingin ko against
mm.
Jackie Buntan.
Now, from one striking art to another, mapag-usapan natin. Ito, si Lito. Actually, gusto makalaban ni Lito to eh. Lagi niya nababanggit to eh. Rodtang Jitwangnon defending the flyweight Muay Thai world title against Jacob Smith. Nabanggit natin kanina. These two had already fought back in 2021 or 2022 in the Grand Prix, Flyweight Muay Thai Grand Prix. Uh, it was a one-sided drubbing eh. The first
Mm.
time around dito, do you as a fan, sabihin natin as a combat sports athlete, do you see do you see Rotang replicating the same performance against Jacob Smith? Alam naman natin Jacob Smith nahirapan sa huling laban niya against the Bosnian Menace, Dennis
Ah,
Puric. Pero ikaw ba? Paano mo siya nakikita itong laban na to?
Yun, nakikita kong i-replicate ni Rod. Yun nga, may iba na yung pangalan ni Rod Tang sa akin. Hindi lang Rod Tang. Rod Tank. Tank. Rod Tank.
Oh,
Ah, and yun nga, nakita ko na ang daming, I think in social media, sinasabi
yeah,
ni Jacob that he have improved.
yeah,
And medyo natawa lang ako kasi kung nag-improve ka, hindi lang naman natulog si
uh,
Rod Tank.
yeah,
Nag-training din yan. So,
uh,
and then, yun nga, judging on your first fight, medyo, yun, you stand toe to toe, tinanggap mo lahat ng power ni Rod Tank, and then medyo na, kulang talaga yung, I think, nakulangan ako sa performance ni Jacob nung first fight nila kay Rodtang is
mm,
yung switch hindi siya nag-switch style or
yeah,
uh, no yung style niya nung first na okay
yeah,
tanggap then counter ganun
yeah,
till last na nakita mong it's not working nung
yeah,
first round second round until the end nag-stick siya doon which is kung ganun pa rin ang ipapakita niya, I think, but the third round, madidemolish siya. Tatapusin ni Rotang to.
So this time around, nakikita mong he's going for the finish itong si Rodtang.
Yes, yes.
Sa mga nanonood ngayon, maaaring nagugulat kayo. Isipin mo, pati mga Muay Thai fights, pinapanood ni Lito Adiwan. Kaya sinasabi ko sa inyo, pag ito nag-retire, for sure, may trabaho to as an analyst. Dahil talagang kung covering all bases, ganyan po si Lito Adiwan. Sobrang masinop yan. Kaya minsan, late na natutulog. Dahil nga, minsan daming pinapanood. Including yung laban niya sa likod. Yan yung laban niya for One Warrior Series. Ah, isipin mo pati sarili niyang laban nire-review. si Lito Adiwang. Maisingit ko lang, of course, kanina banggit natin Christian Lee ang kakalabanin niya this coming December. Ito nga si Alibeg Rasulov na
Ano ba?
tinalo si Okre Yun last July to become the number one contender for the lightweight title. Mangyayari po yan this coming November. Ngayon, balik tayo sa Kirot Tang kontra Jacob Smith at 1169. Lito, is it a good sign na nakita sa press conference na kahit papaano Rodtang is in good condition? Not only that, but also parang yung timbang niya is on the right track.
Mm, mm. Very good sign yan. Good sign na maganda yung ipapakita niya. And then, pinaghandaan niya talaga. Kasi,
Mm.
yun nga, judging on his previous weigh-ins, kung overweight siya, talagang
Mm.
may ano medyo nababawasan din yung performance niya.
Mm. Mm. Yan, ako rin happy ako sa nakita ko kay Rodtang because the last time talaga na nag-cruise yung landas namin. Personally, hindi ako happy, nagulat ako eh. Kasi isipin mo, I was on the same flight with him going to Denver. Yung ano yung flight na yun, Tuesday going to Denver, laban niya parang Biyernes na. So, ganun yung laban. Title defense pa. So, nakikita natin na is serious this time around. And speaking of serious, eto seryosong champion. Because in history, siya lang naman ang nag-iisang mixed martial artist to win three major
Mm.
world titles in three separate divisions. Of course, I'm talking about Anatoly Malekin. Ito yung laban na matagal nang hinihingi ni Anatoly Malekin, ganun din ni Rugrog. Ah, so far ba, Lito, dahil walang binigay kay Anatoly Malekin na parang alam mo yun, na parang nahirapan siya eh. Isa nga, may binigay sa kanya, lumipat ng UFC. Ganun yung nangyari. Alas na lang ako dito. Ah, pero yun siya isang
Ah,
nakalaban. Ngayon ba, meron ka the question kasi, the question in everybody's minds, meron ba mo-offer si Ruggo? Of course, maganda yung pinakita niya. He surprised everybody when he fought Buchecha last year.
Buchecha, yeah.
Ayun, di ba?
Even me.
Oh, di
Yes.
ba? Ikaw, tingin mo ba maso-surprise niya yung ganong klase ng kalibre ng fighter katulad ni Anatoly Malikin? Or tingin mong, wala, sorry, suntok sa buwan.
Wala talaga. In my honest opinion, knowing these two fighters, iba ang level nila. Ang
Oh,
layo.
oh,
Tama, suntok sa buwan to. Malikin's level, na-prove na niya. He can
mm,
strike, he can wrestle, he can dominate you in the ground. And Rugrug, aminin natin, he got this crazy, parang may wrestling
mm,
background siya na
mm,
yun lang yung parang strong side niya.
oo,
O na yun nga, I'm impressed with the Buchecha fight.
oh,
Pero looking at that, Buchecha is a black belt. And then nagipagsuntukan si Buchecha.
mm,
And that area must be in Rugrug side.
oh,
Tapos nahirapan pa siya after
mm,
the fight. Isa pa yung nakita ko,
mm,
tapos siya. He
mm,
cannot handle 5 rounds.
mm,
And ang daming factor na nakikita kong medyo para sa akin talaga is a joke. This is a joke fight na parang over hinipe lang talaga si Rugrug. Even
oh.
his last
Last
kickback
ba,
is that kickboxing or
kickboxing
Muay Thai fight.
exhibition.
I'm a
Oh,
bit sorry to say but I'm a bit disgusted. grabe yung grabe yung mga suntok. Parang parang tinuturuan kang mag-swim. So,
oh, oh,
medyo ano to, one-sided fight to sa
oh,
akin na tatapusin ka agad. Malikin's striking is in the elite level na
oh,
he's more sharper, faster. yes, Rugrug is strong but iba-ibang speed and counter ni Champ na doon siya madadali. And kung bigla man na pupunta sa ground, I think that Malikin is ready for that. Stop, then go for ground and pound.
Based on what you said, Tolits, based on what you said, tingin mo anong round tatapusin ni Malikin?
Round 2. Round 2. Para sa akin.
Ano pa yan, ah? Generous ka pa, round 2.
Ah, I think
Generous ka.
yan. Kasi yung style ni Champ is medyo babasahin muna. Kung talagang walang pag-asa, then pero bibigyan ko siya Rugrug ay bibigyan ko siya ng round 2 for this
Okay.
fight.
Yan, rugrug
Kasi
ha, pare.
nakikita ko is Rugrug at crazy side na kung
Ah,
hindi
ah,
pupunta sa kanya yung match, medyo
ah,
patatakbo-takbo yan. So I think
ah.
makakatch ni champion in second round.
Hmm. Alright. Ngayon, itong pinaka-aabangan na gustong marinig ng Filipino fight fans kay Lito Adiwang. Danny Kingad versus Adriano Moraes. Another rematch on the card. 7 years ang pagitan.
Mhm.
Sa 7 years na yun ba, meron kang nakitang pagbabago kay Danny? Ano yung mga improvements na gusto mong i-highlight? Let's make this quick kasi ahaba tayo dito. Let's make this quick. Ano yung mga nakikita mong pwede mong i-highlight na nagustuhan mo kay Danny from that first, sabihin natin, since that first fight, ano yung mga dapat naman na dapat tutukan ni Danny na nakita mong improvement naman kay Adriano Moraes? Kasi in terms of activity, mas mahaba ang naging laban ni Danny since that fight. Si Adriano Moraes, of course, he's the champion. Siyempre, nag-iintay na siya ng contenders. Mas konti yung laban. Na-stuck pa siya ng rivalry with Demetrius Johnson. Danny Kingad coming off a, sabihin natin, disappointing loss against Yuya Wakamatsu last January. Pero ito namang si Adriano Moraes, halos, ay, di pala halos, pero mahigit 1 taon hindi lumaban. Ano yung mga gusto mong i-highlight sa dalawang fighters?
So, una is, yes, 7 years na yung una nilang pagharap. And then, I think that time it was bata pa talaga. The confidence ni Danny that time is, yes, he's there to win. Pero medyo nakita ko, iba yung confidence niya. And yun yung nag-grow sa kanya. Confidence and naging mature siya sa mga pinagdaanan niyang laban. So, on that time was, yun nga, Danny was still young and Moraes was on his peak on that
Mm,
time already. Is
mm,
konti na lang nagpipick na siya. So, ngayon naman nagkabalik medyo nakahabol na si Danny.
mm,
Danny has improved a lot. Nakita natin on his previous matches and yun nga, yung lalo na sa scramble niya. Nung
mm,
unang laban nila is medyo parang one-sided. He's
mm,
more as a striker guy.
mm,
Pero ngayon, nakita natin, and especially now, they got a BJJ black belt coach na
mm,
nagtuturo. So, I think yung natutunan niyang pag-escape, pag-scramble
mm,
nung kapag hinuhuli siya is mas natutukan pa kung paano hindi lang mag-scramble to counter.
mm,
And yun yung gusto kong ipunto dito kay Danny na gusto kong makita na kasi I've watched some of Moraes fight. One example is kay Zehe
mm,
na kung i-stop mo lang yung mga attack na yung takedown and submission niya, he'll rest again, then go for another, find another
mm,
takedown or submission. Na
mm,
napansin kong nung unang laban nila ni Jehe, Jehe didn't respect yung ano niya. Jehe attempted a takedown and Jehe attempted a submission. And dun siya nawala.
mm,
On that side, yun yung gusto kong makita kay Danny na
mm,
kung hinuhuli na siya ni Moraes dito, try not to just scramble and move out.
Mm.
Try to scramble,
Mm.
create an opening, then try to counter. Ikaw naman ang mag-control.
Mm.
Doon nakita kong medyo ano eh, ma, ah, isang weakness din pala ni Moraes. And yun, sabihin natin 1 year siyang hindi naglaro ng MMA. Pero aside from that, naging active naman siya sa BJJ
BJJ,
competitions.
mm.
So I think yun lang. Yun yung nakita kong natalo pa siya eh. Na-control siya on his BJJ competition. So yun yung nakita kong gusto kong gawin ni Danny na okay,
Mm.
try to control him also. Wag lang escape and
Mm.
okay, for sure. He'll throw his
Mm.
strike
Mm.
after escape.
Mm.
Pero try to
Mm.
control, labanan niya i-control then try to get attempt a
Mm.
submission or try
Mm.
to sink in talaga a submission
Mm.
then.
Mm.
So, ayan, don't worry too much and don't respect too much. Try to counter also.
Mm.
Kasi hindi lang pag-counter eh, kapag na-counter and kahit hindi pumasok yung
Mm.
submission niya is
Yeah.
nawala yung composure ni Moraes. Doon
Mm.
nawawala yung composure ni Moraes.
Mm. Dito, you think it plays a difference yung last two fights sa rivalry ni Jay? Yung nabanggit mo nga kanina eh, parang yes, nakakita ka ng loopholes doon sa laro ni Adriano Moraes, lalo pag pinalagan mo siya in his domain. Of
Mm.
course, pag sinabi in his domain, yung ground game, yung grappling department. Do you think malaking factor yun na, of course, syempre, at one point, magkakasama kayo sa isang team na pag-uusapan nyo, at the same time, habang nagpe-prepare si Jehe doon sa last two fights, doon sa trilogy nila, kakasama na rin kayo at that time. Do you think mas well scouted na not only ni Danny but of course yung mga iba rin na nakasama mo sa dati mong team na nasa Lions Nation na ngayon na talagang well scouted na si Adriano Moraes. Ito na yung blueprint. It's just a matter of executing the right technique, the right attack to defeat Adriano Moraes.
Mm, tama. Think nakita na namin yung blueprint. And yun nga lang, hindi lang yung physically na pag-execute. Gusto ko kay Danny is mentally. Dapat mentally ready
Mm.
siya dito. Na
Um,
isipin niya na, yun nga, nasabi ko kanina, 7 years ago, yung confidence level niya is
um,
parang nandun pa yung doubt na, okay,
um,
he's a BJJ black belt,
yeah.
may mga doubt pa yan. Pero ngayon, gusto kong isipin niya na, okay, mind, once you're confident here, your body follows.
Um,
So, in order to execute niya yung mga pinagtriningan niya,
um,
dapat
um,
medyo ready rin siya. Mentally na isipin niyang, okay, your time has passed. This is
um,
my time. Okay, 7 years ago, I was just a young boy.
yeah.
Now, it's my time. It's my pick. And your pick ko na ngayon, ikaw pa-decline ka na. So, yun.
Mm. Dito, nabanggit mo nga kanina, meron ka mga bits and pieces na highlight dun sa improvement ni Danny. Mas matured na si Danny. Pero, sige, medyo pihitin natin ng konti. Where does that confidence come from? Lalo yung assessment mo gano'n na parang, this is the time for Danny to, parang, kung ako magpipinta sa mga sinabi mo, parang, this is right for the picking para kay Danny. Ito na yun. Ito na yung panahon na para makaganti siya eh. Pero saan nanggagaling yun? Ano yung assessment kay Danny? Ano yung nakikita mo kay Danny na masasabi mo this time around check bumababa na ba si Adriano Moraes? Nagbago ba yung laro ni Adriano Moraes ever since he got knocked out by Demetrius Johnson in the rematch? Saan nanggagaling yung Lito? Yun lang gusto kong puntuhin natin.
So, yan, para sa akin, yun nga lang. This is just coming from me na on my own
Opinion.
experience
Um,
and opinion. yung loss ni Danny is just recently. And so yung fire niya to get back a win is
Mm,
nandun. Parang,
mm,
okay, gusto kong lumaban ulit and itama yung mali.
mm,
Yun yung isa about the fire. On the other hand is 1 year na natalo si Moraes na kung ganon based on my experience parang no iba kung fresh na pagkatalo mo na
mm,
okay I want to check my wrong. Gusto kong
mm,
bumawi.
mm.
Pero kapag 1 year na, parang
Yeah.
as time goes by, na
Mm,
unti-unti mong na-accept na, okay,
yeah.
okay, I did a mistake until your confidence level goes down. And hindi lang yon, hindi lang iisa yung talo niya. Two consecutive loss, I think. So, doon ko binabase yung ano niya yung fire niya na
Mm,
to get back. Yes, it's been doing BJJ, pero
mm,
I
yeah.
think parang kung ilalagay ko
Yeah.
kasi yung sarili ko sa kanya is that's just to gain confidence to fight again in MMA.
Yeah.
Parang okay, to get back my confidence na
Mm,
pero hindi kasi maalis yun sa isang
mm,
on my experience as a fighter na kapag galing ka sa talo and then medyo natambakan ka na,
yeah.
yun nga,
Uh,
medyo yung confidence
yeah.
level mo is medyo wala na. So, yun, doon ko nabase yung mga nasabi ko na kung bakit mas pipiliin ko si
Uh,
Danny dito. And
uh,
also, backing it up sa mga previous na mga laban na ni Danny, yung mga journey niya na, okay, beaten Ah, nakalaban na niya rin si DJ. So
mm,
nakita natin yung pag-improve niya dito na
mm,
parang magandang time talaga to
mm,
para ipakita niya yung
yeah.
improvement niya against Moraes na I think pababa na.
Speaking of tambak, nasabi mo na tambak, talagang back-to-back yung talo na yun eh. The second fight against DJ, tapos yung third fight, outclass siya kay DJ. So, I really understand yung balak mong tumbukin na it's more of a mental thing kay Adriano Moraes. Tapos sabi mo pa nga na parang feeling mo pababa na si Adriano Moraes because nung naglaban sa ni Danny, parang ano na siya eh, malapit na siya sa peak form niya eh. Or at the peak of his
Mm.
prime, si Adriano Moraes. Pero speaking of at the peak of his prime, dahil nasabi mo na nga na ano, have you seen improvements or developments since that first fight on the part of Adriano Moraes? Tsaka siguro para maiduktong mo na rin sa sagot mo. Kung yung version ba ni Danny ngayon lumaban doon sa 2017 na Adriano Moraes, paano mo nakikita yung laban na yun? Kung yung version ni Danny ngayon ang lumaban sa oras na yun.
So, yan, sasagutin ko muna yung unang
Hmm.
na
Tanong. Oo.
kung may improvement ba
Oo. Oo.
malaki yung improvement niya. Naging sharp na yung fighting skills niya. Yun nga lang medyo tumalino siya on how to finish yung laban quicker and yung naghanap siya ng mga holes para hindi pa siya mas mahirapan.
Yeah.
And isa pa yun sa BJJ area. And isang na-impress ako is yung striking niya. Naging sharp.
Oo. Hmm.
And napatunayan niya yun sa yung pag-control and then biglang pag-ni kay DJ. So yun yung mga nakita kong improvement niya. Naging smarter and sharper siya sa striking.
Yeah.
And the second is kung yung version ni Danny ngayon against yung prime ni Moraes dati is medyo ano pa rin eh. Ako medyo aminin ko. ah Hindi ko masasabing all out ako kay Danny. 50-50 pa rin.
Hmm.
Yun nga lang, malaki talaga yung ano ko ngayon. Malaki yung parang tiwala ko na it's Danny's
Hmm.
time. Dahil sa mga nangyari, it
Hmm.
affects a fighter sa mga
Hmm.
pinagdaanan mo. Lalo na pag,
Hmm.
yeah, once na natalo ka, you really want to get it back. Pero kapag
Mm.
yun, medyo tumagal-tagal, mahirap na talaga eh.
Yeah.
Medyo magsusubside sa'yo na, okay, ma-accept mo yung loss.
Oo.
And
Oo.
yung fire mo to get back is hindi yung fire mo
Mm.
days after na natalo ka.
Oo.
So,
Yes.
that's my main reason kung
Oo.
bakit, okay, this
Oo.
time is,
Oo.
I think, Danny will get
Mm.
this win.
Speaking of fights that could lit a fire, katulad yun ng fight na nasa likod mo ngayon na nag-play. It's one of the fights
Ooh.
talagang sobrang disappointed ako. Hindi na yan ha, yung kanina. That was the Hiroba Minowa fight versus versus Lito Adiwang himself. So talagang based sa experience ni Lito yan. Lito, alam naman natin na sinasabi nila na si Danny is world champion material noon pa lang na parang they see him as a future world champion. He had this opportunity once in 2017. Bakante yung belt ngayon. Ang dami nagsasabi na
Mm.
dapat yung flyweight title, yung bakanting flyweight title, dapat nakataya sa laban na to. Do
Mm.
you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Kasi ang naglalaban yung 1 tsaka yung 3. Lalo walang
Mm.
flyweight. Pero merong naman iba nagsasuggest it's time na magkaroon daw ng tournament. Ikaw, anong opinion mo dito?
I love Danny, but respect to the game para sa akin
Uh,
is
uh,
uh, mas agree ako sa tournament kaysa
uh, mm,
I would love to see them fight for the belt. Pero para sa akin, I respect the game na hindi naman naiintindihan ko na hindi kung ba, na okay lang na hindi nila ilagay kasi I think both of them are coming from a loss. And yun yung i-consider natin na
mm,
parang
mm,
magiging ano ng
mm,
tao na paano maglalaban tong
yeah,
dalawang to na galing sa
yeah,
talo for a belt
yeah.
na hindi sila. So yun lang para sa akin na I
Mm,
think okay, tournament siguro then four man or eight man yan.
mm,
Then maglalagasan sila until they'll fight for that belt.
mm. Well, that's alam mo, ang ganda ng opinion niyon. Honestly, aamin ako, hindi ko naisip yun. Oo nga, no? Na galing sa talo tong dalawang to. Ang ganda ng punto ng Lito. And of course, syempre, it's a stacked division. Meron pang Reese McLaren, may Yuya Wakamatsu in that division. Pero, do you think, kasi pag napunta si Danny sa position na kunyari, he wins this fight, tapos magkaroon ng tournament talaga, it's another long path for
Long
Danny.
way, yeah.
'Di ba? Whether it's a four-man tournament, it's an eight-man tournament, ilang bracket din. Do you think it is yung opportunity niya ngayon, it's now or never? Of course, si Danny is he just turned 29. Pero alam mo
Mm.
yon na unlike 7 years ago that is 22, hindi na ganun eh.
Mm.
Of course, syempre sa mixed martial arts, so sabi natin, medyo mahaba yung longevity kung compare mo sa boxing, Muay Thai, or any other contact sport. Pero, ano ba, do you think it's now or never for Danny? This is a must win for him. If alam mo yan, yung, di ba, sinasabi, potential. May potential, pero pag hindi mo nagamit yung potential na yan, sorry,
Mm.
deceiving siya eh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for me, eto na, Danny. That's why, as a friend, as a teammate, as a former teammate, yun nga,
Mm,
I'm really pushing also na, okay, come on. Eto na, Danny. Eh,
uh,
let's push Danny na,
uh,
eto na. It's your time, pa-decline na siya.
uh,
Once na
uh, uh,
matanim natin sa
uh,
sa
uh,
isip ni Danny yan. Ah,
uh,
yun, Danny will roar. Lahat ng, I
uh,
believe in Danny. Yun nga,
Mm, mm,
lahat naman tayo nakikita yung potential niya. Kailangan niya lang ilabas talaga yun. Kailangan
mm,
niyang maniwala na, okay,
mm,
okay, it's your time. Or never talaga. Kasi, ang ganda ng chance na to.
mm,
Sino pa ang next na
mm.
magandang kakalabanin niya. I think
Mm.
this is the right time na okay, pag tinalo niya to, I deserve to fight for the belt. Yun,
Mm.
siya na yung next. Kung sino man ang itatapat belt na talaga. Kasi wala, DJ is out.
Mm.
Moraes,
Mm.
kung tatalunin niya, I think definitely is
Ah,
out.
mm.
So, sino nang next?
Mm. Yan.
So, yan. I really hope and pray that Danny will roar on this fight.
Yan, speaking of roar. Ah, Lito, siguro para maka-move on na tayo sa topic the topic na Danny Kingad versus Adriano Moraes 2. Of course, paano mo nakikita itong laban na to? Objectively, nararamdaman ko Lito na you really want this for Danny. Hindi ano yun,
Ah,
hindi na yun ano eh, hindi na yun yung former teammate eh, hindi na yun as a friend eh. Alam kong parang, alam mo yun yung, hindi Danny, ito na sa'yo.
mm,
Ano, 'di ba? Pero let's put objective let's put objective the object let's put an objective perspective in
mm.
this conversation. If you're going to break this down, how do you see things play out? Prediction na rin.
So, yep. I'll say my honest prediction dito. So, yun. If Daniel come out yun nga, sharp in this fight, makikita
Yeah.
kong he'll get a unanimous decision. And I'm hoping then that he will silence all his critics na medyo hindi raw siya nakakatapos ng
Yeah.
laban. So,
Yeah.
I'm pushing you, Danny, na okay, eto, in a high level fight against Moraes, tapusin mo si Moraes.
Oh.
But, yun nga, man is prediction, kung hindi siya, if he'll not come out, sharp. Yun yung right word dito para sa akin, sharp. And he'll, uh, medyo yung move niya is parang yung last fight niya.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, yun nga, I've been saying na Moraes is pababa na. Let's let's not be mistaken that he's been there. Naging champion siya. And nandun na yung experience niya. Yun yung
Mm-hmm.
lamang niya dito.
Yeah.
Yung experience na kahit
Yeah.
saan yan,
I agree.
kahit 5 round or kahit gaano kahirap na tong laban, he can survive or he can find a way to win. And yun yung nakikita ko dito na on my honest opinion, if Dan will not come out sharp here, talagang magda-dive si Moraes dito to get a submission eh. Hindi siya makikipagsugal. Based on sa mga experience na niya, he is a smart fighter. And
Mm-hmm.
alam natin na yun din, ayaw niyang maulit yung mga nangyari na if you're coming from a knockout loss, medyo ayaw mo na yun eh. Medyo,
Uh,
so he will be very, very sharp to dive
mm-hmm.
in and get a sink in a submission. So, dapat medyo sharp si Danny na aware siya doon. Be aware
Yeah.
na yun yung darating dito sa laban na to.
Mm-hmm.
So, be aware. Yun, kay Danny, on Danny's side, be aware and be sharp. Do your thing. Kay ano naman is, I think that's yun yung nakikita kong ikakapanalo ni Moraes dito. If he can sink in his submission, lalo na yung rear naked niya,
Uh,
he'll get, uh, kung, yun eh, masama, pero I think, ito talaga yung nakikita ko. Second round, kung hindi papalagan ni Danny. So I'm hoping na palagan ni Danny and be sharp si Danny dito. Kasi first round, kaya pa rin ni Daning palagan yan. But the second round, kung ganun pa rin, walang adjustment, I think Moraes can sink in. Pero kapag lampas na doon, it's Danis a time.
mm.
1 and 2 lang talaga, nakikita ko na talagang
Danger
mahigpit si
zone.
Moraes dito. So, Danny need to be very, very careful and play smart in this
Uh.
first and second round.
Of course, syempre, if you're going to look at the odds dito, obviously, Adriano Moraes is still the favorite. Pero if you're going to weigh
Mm.
things, the percentage that Danny, can you give us the percentage of Danny walking out as the victor in this matchup?
Danny, bibigyan ko 60%. The 40%, yan. Kung i-feel kong mistake in the early rounds,
Mm.
doon lang naman talaga
Mm.
delikado.
Mm.
Doon siya mahuhuli.
Mm. Alright. Ngayon, iwan na natin ang lahat ng 1169 na laban o yung key matchups ng 1169. Pag-usapan naman natin, bago natin tapusin tong naging siksik na usapan, pag-usapan naman natin si Thunder Kid. Huwag natin kaligtaan yan. Lito, baka meron kang sabihin natin kung sa pelikula, baka meron kang teaser. Of course, baka naman meron na ba? Meron na bang target date para makita ka muli sa loob ng ring or sa loob ng circle? Alam mo, it's ano mo yan, lahat kami hindi pa rin makaget over dun sa storybook comeback mo last year. It was amazing. 3-0 na from that from coming off an injury, career
Mm.
threatening injury yan. Dito baka mabigyan mo naman yung mga fans na na pwede nilang abangan.
So, sa mga fight fans natin dyan na laging sumusuporta at nagtatanong kung kailan or bakit wala na akong laban. Actually, meron akong pinaghandaan talaga. Yun nga
Ah,
lang, due to unforeseen circumstances, medyo na-off yung fight na yon. So, ngayon, uh, may niluluto
mm,
talaga. And the Thunder Kid will definitely, yun nga, uh, I think habang tumatagal naman, I've
yeah,
seen a result dati, just
yeah,
like my comeback or my previous
mm,
fights na habang tumatagal, mas better kasi
yeah,
yun, nananabik kayo and then I'm improving also.
uh,
And yun nga, yung confident to get my confident, just like I just share my comeback fight na pinaghirapan ko yun ng ilang
mm,
hindi lang months, parang years na rin yun, mentally and physically. And it shows that we went in the fight
yeah,
23 seconds, pero ang layo, ang
uh,
hirap, years yung hirap doon.
pinagdaanan o
And it's unlike yung mga ano natin, okay, bumalik nga ako after a month, pero medyo kulang tayo or
uh, uh,
napansin pa, nakapos tayo. So,
uh,
I'm here and I'm preparing, ini-improve pa kung anong kailangan
uh,
natin. Alam ko ang dami kong kailangan i-improve. So, yan, I'm working on that and just meron tayong niluluto and just continue your support. Of course, the Thunder Kid will fight
yeah.
again and we'll be back soon.
Dito, of course, pag sinabing strawweight, one championship, strawweight MMA, dalawang Pilipino kagad ang mababanggit. Ikaw, si Joshua Passion. Hindi ako magtatanong kung gusto niyo maglaban ha. Hindi ako magtatanong. Ang tanong ko talaga ngayon is, merong development Not on the main roster, but dun sa One Friday Fights side. Kasi merong tatlong strawweight na recently joined the One Friday Fights. And of course, pag One Friday Fights, di pa naman one championship yan That is just the entry level. They have to win that contract to call themselves one athletes. And may tatlong Pilipino na gumawa ng ingay recently under One Friday Fights banner. Actually, dalawa. Muna, si Marvin Kirante won by a stoppage before the second round started. Tapos ito ngang si another a strong outing on the part of Jason Meralpes, though he lost against
Mm.
Hobson de Oliveira, pero kita mo yung puso
Mm.
nung bata. Next, on November 15, strawweight ang lalabanan ni Eros Baluyot. how happy are you na kahit papaano nadadagdagan na kayo? Huwag natin kaligtaan, isa pang Pilipino in the strawweight division, ang iyong katukayo na si Jeremy Miado. Ah, how happy are you na kahit papaano merong ayoko sabihin pumalit merong dumagdag sa division nyo para hindi lang kayo-kayo yung naglalaban
Mm.
in the strawweight division.
Super happy ako and excited for them to welcome them in one. And yun nga, happy ako na at least marami na kami. And yun, I wish them well na okay, let's go. Just prove yourself and see you on top. Ang dami nating happy ako na may kasama tayong mga
Mm.
Pinoy and yun nga, marami tayong kalaban dyan na
Ah,
ano. So,
ah.
let's go, let's go. Wish you all the best and see you on top.
Dito, hindi ko tatanungin kung sino gusto mong makalaban sa tatlong yon. Pero ang tanong ko, sa tingin mo sa tatlong yon na nabanggit ko na strawweight, si Miralpes, si Kirante, si Baluyot. Si Baluyot, we have yet to see him in action under One Friday Fights. November 15 pa siya. For sure, ilalabas namin tong interview na to siguro November 5, November 6. Basta before the event on Saturday, November 9. Pero sa tingin mo, sino sa tatlong to ang talagang masasabi mong ready na for main roster? Talagang, sige, pag ito nakakuha ng isang panalo on one Friday fights, ito pwede na sa main roster.
Si ano na nakita ko talagang talagang I think he belongs to one roster talaga. Si Kirante.
Mm.
Is it Kirante?
Yeah, yeah.
Yung
Yeah,
bata. So, yan. And second, medyo kulang pa kasi yung mga nakita kong fights ni Baluyot. Although,
uh,
yes, I believe he's a black belt in
mm,
BJJ.
yeah,
And tinalo, I think, his pinaka notable win is against Rene
yeah, correct.
Catalan.
Yeah, correct.
Uh, na medyo hindi ko masabing we'll see because yun nga, yes, he beaten Rene pero Rene is not on his
Uh,
prime already, so
yeah.
but I wish let's go, go lang. I wish
Mm-mm.
him all the best. I wish him
Mm.
good luck and yan, see you on top.
Yeah. Dito, baka may gusto kong pasalamatan before we let you go.
So yan, unang-una, maraming salamat sa interview natin ito.
Yan.
And then
Of course.
uh, yep. And Iron Bunny
Yan,
Philippines
Iron Bunny.
for
Sir Ricky.
our
Yan.
ano for apparel. And
Yan.
yep, once again, maraming salamat sa Filipino fight fans natin and sa fight fans natin around the world. Salamat sa andayang support and yun nga, Ah, medyo tahimik ako ngayon sa pag-answer on social media kasi I was expecting to post a good news na nandito na I'm back,
Ah,
pero
ah,
medyo may something na nangyari. So
ah,
pero soon. Pero I really appreciate yung mga fans natin
yeah,
na nagtatanong what
yeah,
happened or they're concerned about us.
yeah,
So from
yeah,
the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. And yes, please continue to support us. Uh, especially yung mga nabanggit natin na mga upcoming fighters natin.
yeah,
Let's push them, let's support them. Diyan nila mas kailangan. Once
yeah.
na nag-umpisa, let's support and push them. So,
Mm.
yan. Di bale, ang real competition kapag nandun na sa taas.
Yan.
So, yan. Thank you very much for all your support.
Tolits, we wish you nothing but the best. And of course, we want to see you soon back in action.
Yep, I'll be back soon.
That's it
Thank
for
you,
all
thank
of
you.
us here on the MMA Super Fan. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content from this program. Again, I'm Nisi Casiano with the Thunder Kid. Dito at Diwang. Till next time.
Thank you.
All right.